Shut up and sit down.
Hey friends, I'm Simon.
I'm Ellie.
And if you enjoy our videos, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and of course hit that bell thing. That would be very kind of you indeed. And we've got a big trailer for you today. Normally we surprise each other with trailers that we've not yet seen. However, this time they've just dropped the latest trailer for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and we cannot wait. Neither of us has seen it yet, so this is going to be our first reaction. And you know that we're massive Marvel geeks. If you've not yet seen our video about the 14 confirmed upcoming Marvel movies, you can find it up there in the corner. But for now, we're going to check out the latest trailer for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. If you want to know what we think about it, then hang around until the end. But for now,
Let's go.
Let's go!
Throughout my life,
There's 5 rings.
the 10 rings gave our family power. If you want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you are strong enough to carry them.
Wow.
You are a product of all who came before you. The legacy of your family. You are your mother. And whether you like it or not, you are also your father.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill you if they tried.
Wow!
Glad I was right.
You're just a criminal who murders people.
Be careful how you speak to me, boy.
I thought I could change my name. Start a new life. But I could never
Oh my
escape
God.
his shadow.
What was that, Lion?
My son, you can't run from your past.
A sea dragon?
Is this what you wanted?
You got this.
Thank you.
Wow, so we've just seen for the first time the new trailer for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. What did you think about it?
I've got one thing that I don't know if it might be a spoiler or if it might clarify things for you, but I think it's pretty cool when I found this out yesterday. The huge grey monster at the end is officially Abomination.
I was going to say Abomination. And that, I think, is really interesting because the Incredible Hulk movie, the Edward Norton movie, was officially part of the MCU. It was one of the very first MCU movies, and Abomination was in that. So, wow, having Abomination teased here is really, really interesting. And I guess could imply how Shang-Chi ties into the rest of the MCU. Wow, I just, there was so much to love in there. And we talked in our first reaction to the teaser trailer for Shang-Chi about like who he is and who his father is and the relationship with the Mandarin and blah, blah, blah. We've kind of talked about all that stuff, but there was just so much more action in here and so much more about the 10 rings, like 5 on each arm, these kind of mystical artifacts. Wow. Yeah, I loved it in the teaser that this seemed very, very different to the rest of the MCU. It seemed like a really fresh perspective. But I've got to say, this trailer takes that difference and somehow makes it feel much more Marvel. Like, maybe it's something about the action, but it really felt like an MCU movie this time, but with its own original spin, which... Wow, what an incredible cast. I mean, I know we talked about this last time in the teaser trailer reaction, but geez, like everybody that you would want to see in this movie has been cast in this movie. I can't think of...
Especially Michelle Yeoh.
Yes.
She is incredible. She is absolutely phenomenal. Like,
yes.
the martial arts that she does and the acting, I love her.
And Awkwafina as well. I think as like a friend to the hero, kind of a comedy relief, but also capable of some action. I think Awkwafina is going to knock it out of the park. And I feel like the villains in this, there's just a creepiness to them that's really awesome. That I feel like you need to have very, very dislikable bad guys. Otherwise, it's really, really hard for the hero to be heroic in comparison to the bad guys. So I think the villains in this look great as well. And just the scale of the action, like the buildings exploding, this kind of fantasy landscape with a lion throwing somebody through the air, and like the bus crushing stuff in, I think, San Francisco. And then he's underwater with some kind of a mystical sea dragon. I mean, like, it has everything from a fantasy angle, from a real world angle. It just looks mind-blowing.
I have one thing to ask you. You know how much I love dragons. So in this movie we have a magical sea dragon and we have Awkwafina.
Who is half dragon.
Does this mean that Raya and the Last Dragon is canonical MCU?
I do not think so. But they're both owned by Disney, right? Exactly. So, yeah.
Awkwafina's a Disney princess! A dragon Disney princess!
That's cool.
I will die on this hill. Awkwafina is a dragon Disney princess.
Yes. Well, I'm sure Disney is not going to skimp on merchandising either for Raya and the Last Dragon or for everything Marvel. So I should imagine you're going to see crossovers between whatever they want if it's going to sell some action figures and plushies in their Disney stores. Yes. Well, there you go, friends. I don't think we could be any more excited for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It looks...
Coming to us September 3rd of this very year.
Yeah, and before that we've got Black Widow as well, just to keep you going. You're going to see, oh my god, so much Marvel this year. Again, check out our 14 confirmed MCU movies. Just looks incredible what we've got coming from the House of the Mouse. But for now, friends, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. But thankfully, you know how often we do this?
Every millennia.
Nope.
Every day.
Every day, that is indeed correct. And we will therefore see you tomorrow, friends, on the next Dork Trailer Ambush.
Peace out, dragons.
Bye!
Shut up and sit down.